They should not reopen it this close to this community.
Tonight, environmental activist Erin Brockovich and a team of attorneys taking on PG&E and Vistra Energy. They say the Moss Landing battery plant shouldn't have opened just months after a toxic fire put the community at risk, a nearby fire, that is.
Now they're suing and sounding the alarm. KION's Brianna Mathau is live in Moss Landing, where that press conference wrapped up earlier this afternoon.
They shut it down because they had problems with it within 24 hours, which is a clue that there's problems with the whole system right now.
Tonight, the message from attorneys and advocates was loud and clear. The battery plant should not reopen until real safety measures are in place.
They apparently had no plan for really doing it safely if it only lasted a day, and predictably there were problems. And so until they know what caused the fire, until they know they can do it safely, and frankly, and until they have this removed from a community like this, they just simply shouldn't do it.
Over 800 people have a mass action lawsuit against PG&E and Vistra, and the community saying that they are still dealing with the trauma from the battery storage fire.
We're asking for individualized damages for each of our clients. Some of them have suffered health issues, some of them have suffered nuisance and trespass issues, diminution in value, loss of business profits. They don't know what the health effects are ultimately going to be from their exposure to all these toxins.
It's important to get to the bottom of it and find out what happened and to not let it happen again.
An investigation is underway into why the plant was allowed to reopen without full safety measures now in place.
They're rushed into this, even though it's been 5 months, didn't plan it out right, didn't execute it right, and that's what happened to the Vistra plant. And it's just further evidence that we're a long way away from any battery plant of this size being near any community in a safe way.
Erin Brockovich couldn't make it in person, but released a statement and says in a quote, "The fear of another disaster is very real. The toxins released from that fire continue to harm residents, and the long-term health effects are still unknown. PG&E, Vistra, and local authorities have a responsibility to ensure safety and set proper protocols before any reopening," end quote. Now, attorneys say local leaders need to take a closer look at how these battery sites get approved.
The county needs to reevaluate how they permit construction sites like this, how they think about battery storage facilities, and how they interact with the community on these sort of projects.
KION's Brianna Mathau is live in Moss Landing. Brianna, what are the attorneys hoping to get out of the hearing next week?
Jeanette, while I was talking to the attorneys, they tell me a critical court hearing is scheduled for June 10th in federal court. Reporting live in Moss Landing, back to you.